Well, hello, Gemini. Welcome to your mid December reading. Hello. So, we are going to jump right into this reading, see what we have for you. Now, of course, this is mid December, so there is another December reading as well. In the little cards at the end, it'll say Gemini. You can click on those and see all the Gemini readings if that's what you like. Um, let's see. Mid December for Gemini. Okay, we have networker in reverse. I just got this for a personal reading actually. Conveys information only for personal gain and spreads fear and falsehood. Okay. Um what I'm getting from this card is you've been trying to express how you feel about something or tell other people how you feel. I feel like you've been trying to get a point across, okay? And now it's time to stop putting that point across. You know, it's almost like you've gotten stuck. I wouldn't say stuck. I'd say you're in like this process of trying to get someone or people to understand instead of criticizing or questioning. In December or mid December, it's time to like get out of that and just let them be. You've done all that you can. Yep, great achievement. You've done all that you can, Gemini. You've actually achieved your goal. Whether this is another goal in your life or this particular goal, you've achieved it. You've done what you can do. Okay. And now it's just time to just let it take form or not take form, you know. You've done what you can. Okay. So, actually, that goes up here. So, we'll pull one of these for you, Gemini. Yeah, wise one. Grow within your current situation. It's just an adjustment. It really is. It's just an adjustment. It's like you've been on this particular path for a long time and you've done a great job and it's commendable. But now it's like you've done all that you can do. You've said all that you can say. Leave it where it is, okay? So fragmented energy after great achievement and caring connections. So you said what you said. You were the party, you know, that had the hard truth to give to people that didn't want to hear it. That's great, and you're done. You know, you're done with that. You don't always want to be the hard party. And this is your chance to get out of that and just sort of enjoy the holidays, have a good time, connect with people, but also know your boundaries, you know. King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Empress, Six of Swords, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Strength, and the Four of Swords. Spirit of Fire, Storyteller, and Freedom Horse. Yeah, you definitely taken control in December. You know, you've built the structure you wanted to build. You've gotten your point across. You've done what you can do with what you have. And now it feels like it's up to everybody else, right? Um yeah, it's like you've set the presidents. You've maybe gotten your career together, your home life together, a family situation together. It's like you've closed something out and made something stable for yourself. You did that. And you should be proud of yourself. You made that happen, you know? You took control and you did it, you know? Um this is a time now for nurturing. This is a time now fertilizing the plants that you've planted, pretty much. So this is also being caring. This is also being gentle, but also with a sternness, with authority, with keeping the structure, not being mean, but not letting people overstep boundaries either. I would say, I would definitely say that. Spend some time with your father as well, if you know your father is available for that. And relationships, spend time with partners, nurturing relationships, spending time, having fun, enjoying the holiday, putting that holiday spirit in connections with others. But also, this is not overstepping your boundaries. You know what I mean? This is just being friendly. And make sure to take some rest when you need to take some rest. This is the thing. Don't go to work rather than go to a family gathering. Okay? But if you're like, I am not up to it, I'm not feeling good, I would rather sit at home with a glass of wine in a bathtub, then that's what you should do. Okay? Yeah. And this is about your boundaries. It's the same thing with boundaries, right? With other people. So boundaries can go against an opposition, like other people or situations. And then it can also be boundaries for yourself, your self-care. If you don't feel like going to the party, don't go to the party. You know, if you need a mental day, you need a mental day. You know, that's what that means. So your present energy, your finances is doing well, your home is doing well, your job is doing well. I feel like you've gotten all of those things under control, and that is a pat on your back. It's so interesting because I get this feeling like you've been working on something and you have achieved it. You know, you have that material satisfaction, I want to say, that you were looking to achieve. You know, you're feeling a lot more lighthearted. You're feeling a lot more open to connect with people with this energy, especially ones where maybe you had to ignore relationships or connections with people because of work. It's like now you're ready to sort of explore that emotional part of yourself, and take care of yourself. You're going to be probably dressing really nice, wearing makeup, trying new things. I feel like you have that adventurous spirit that's coming out in you. So that's good. Use that to beautify yourself in whatever way you want to do that. Bring love into your relationships and be satisfied with your work and money situation right now. Okay. Okay. So, not to be a Debbie Downer, but I feel like you have an open-ended situation. And as I said before, you've done everything that you can in it, right? But it's open-ended because maybe the other person hasn't fully absorbed what they need to absorb, but there's nothing that you need to do. I want to put that across, Gemini. And I see you just, you're not going to stop living your life. You're going to continue to live your life because you've done what you can. You said what you can, you've established the roles, you've established the boundaries, and you're not going to let it halt your life, your choices, your movement, your connections. You're not going to do that. So I see you just moving through life, even though this thing is kind of like lingering around, but not letting it affect you. If you have a man in your life or a father in your life or some father issues, or maybe a father passed away or uncle or something, or a grandfather, it's like a manly figure that you probably saw as a father or something strong of that nature, in your life. I feel like you're honoring that person right now through these holidays, or spending more time with them, or like trying to connect with them more. It's like a feeling of needing to connect or be close to in some aspect that person, in physical reality or in spiritual reality. And um, getting started on projects. I don't know if this could be something as simple as wrapping presents, putting a party together. I feel like you're doing something for the greater good, like a Christmas party or baking something or, wrapping presents. That's what I see you doing. Um, I feel like you're creating a whole Christmas story or like a whole, this is the new energies coming in for the new year or the holiday spirit. I feel this feels like getting into that, even though you have other stuff going on. It's like, I'd rather just, not focus on that and focus on the positivity that is happening. Connecting with those that you love. I see a lot of that. It's really going to help develop relationships and get them to grow more. I see you dealing with your vulnerabilities when it comes with that father figure, when it comes with trying to take control of things, or when it comes to closing yourself off too much with boundaries. I see you like dealing with that vulnerability as well in December, and it will be very good for you to do that moving forward. And you need to learn how to take a rest and be okay with taking a rest. Be okay with taking your time to do things. You're not on anybody's timeline. You're on yours, I would I'd say to you. Okay, let's dive into some specifics. I see you, Gemini, falling back in love with life. Yeah, you're ready to move forward. You've set some sort of precedents or boundaries or some sort of solid foundation, and I feel like you're just ready to move forward with a smile on your face and an open heart. It's like it's time to do that, right? And you definitely know what is good to go into and what's good to focus on and what's not. So I don't have any questions about that. But I do see you needing to work on that relationship with an authority figure, or your relationship with you having to always take authority in something, right? Okay. Yeah, because you were working on career or money, you haven't really been paying a lot of attention to your relationships and connections, I feel. But you're ready to move forward. That's what I see. I see like you're just ready to move forward. Um Also, I feel like you're thinking about yourself more in relationships and what you want, instead of saying like, or like agreeing with what the other person is saying, or even thinking about also what they would need as well. It's very interesting. It's like a healthy sense of compromise and understanding. Yeah. And it really does open up this pathway to having more pliability in your emotions and your heart when it comes to others. Yeah, I see you holding your tongue a lot, or learning how to hold your tongue. Because sometimes just because you want to say it doesn't make the situation better. And sometimes it doesn't make it worse either. But you're like, is it really important that I say this? Have I already said this once before? I feel like that's where you are. It's more about you respecting that you've said all that you can say at this point, and you're just not really interested, I feel like, in diving back into something that you've already done. um yeah, I feel like there's a lot of learning to be quiet and just pay attention. seeing how things unfold and how they are getting better or not getting better, you know. Yeah. Trust that you've done all that you can do. I've said this 50 times already for you, Gemini. But it's that feeling of like, if somebody doesn't get it, they don't get it. You know, what else can you do? You're not there to hold somebody's hand, but also, yeah, relationships that you've put to the side or connections. I really feel like you're working on them. It almost, it's just the energy of like picking up the phone and saying, "Hey, how are you?" after not talking to somebody for a while. That's what the energy is. And then like rekindling that energy. And this could be a loved one. It's like you've just been focused on other things and you're reconnecting. And it may just be for the holidays as well, like getting together and having a party. Yeah, and when you need to take a rest, take a rest. All right, let's see what Spirit has for you. We're gonna start. Oh, there we go. Nothing is yet set in stone. That's that sense of flexibility. Like I said, you've done that all that you can do, Gemini, and then you just have to let it go. You know, you. It is what it is. You know. And then we have the house, the dog, and the child. Yeah. So Spirit is saying you've built foundations. You've done what you can do. It's a reason for you to celebrate. It's a reason for you to have a good time. It's a moment where you can relax, and you have to trust that you've put in the right amount of work and you've done what you can do, and you've done a great job, you know. And now it's time for not only you to turn over a new leaf, but everyone else. So when you start changing, everything will just kind of fall into its place as it will. So this energy is very much like, you've done all that you can. Take a spa day. You know, that's what it is. All right. So Gemini, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye.